Okay, so hi everyone, good morning once again, and my name is Mahendar, and I have 17 years of IT experience. Okay, and I've been working as a Power BI data architect, um, and I've been teaching this course almost more than 3 years now, and trained hundreds of people. Um, but how we are going to learn, what is the benefit, how we are going to get the job, that's the main agenda for this session. And today we understand what is Power BI and why we should learn it and how we are going to get the job. These are the three target points that we are going to break now. Okay, so if you have any doubts, feel free to note down your points. Okay, and ask me at the end, or if you think that is really blocking, you can stop me at any time and ask me. Okay, that's not an issue. Moreover, before we start, I would like to give you some of the game rules for this training. So you should join from laptop, okay, and you should sit in common keen area, and you should not do any other work while doing this, so that you will not get subject. That's the ground rule for this. Okay, so make sure you join from laptop, make sure you log in also from the phone, but do not join the class just for the phone. If I have any notifications, if I send any homework and everything, you will get to know. Okay, that is the purpose of joining from the phone. But put an alarm and join just 2 minutes before the class, so that nobody will get disturbed. Okay, and follow the assignments, everyday assignments, and practice the daily session. I will give you the recording. You should go to the recording and then do the things and note down your doubts. And after the session, okay, there will be a doubt section. Okay, you can, if you have any doubts, you can share your screen. I can take your screen control and I'll show you how to do and everything. Okay, when the right time is 8 to 8:30 in between. Okay, and in 8 to 8:30 I will also have a one-on-one discussion, so that you will come to know where you are and how you can improve and how you can get the job, what is your background, everything we can discuss in that, and then I will give you a personal guidance. Okay, so this is the course strategy, right? So now coming to Power BI, right? So what is BI? First, before going to Power BI, we should understand BI. BI means business intelligence. What is this? Business intelligence. What is intelligence? Okay, intelligence. So if you understand the intelligence, then we can understand business intelligence, we can understand career intelligence, we can understand life intelligence, we can understand any other intelligence. So what is intelligence? And I've been hearing this from many of them, saying that intelligence means too much knowledge, too much clever, this, that, this. No, intelligence is a specific definition that has that what is actually happened, what is actually happening, and how it is going to be, and how you can control the situation. Let's say, if I give you an example, like criminal intelligence, right? So CBCID, something they call it. So what they do, what the incident actually, what is the incident, how it is made, who it is made, and how, where that criminal go, and how we can control and catch them. If you understand that intelligence, and if you break down that intelligence into a definition, so it will talk about the past, what actually happened. Okay, what is actually happening present, and what will actually happen future, and how you can control the way you want it, is the intelligence. Okay, so you should understand what is actually happened in the past, and what is going to happen in the present, what is actually happening in the present, and what's going to happen in the future, and how you can control it is called intelligence. If you apply the same concept for the business, it is business intelligence. If you apply the same for the life, it is life intelligence. If you apply for anything, that is that intelligence. Career, emotion intelligence, whatever it is. Okay, so intelligence word is very vibrant and very always new. This never get old. So that's where I realized way back 20 years. Okay, and then I've been more interested into this word basically. Then I realized there is a course, then there was a trainings, and then I started into it, and then my career shift from one technology to another. So in software, you will learn everything new every day. You will not get bored. So that is one thing for sure. Okay, and you should keep on updates every day. Every month you will get at least one or two things to be learned. Okay, so people see the job like let's say teacher job. Every year he has to teach the same thing. Only people will get changed, but every day, every year the same story, same boring subject. But in software it's not like that. And one more thing that you need to realize is that doing the job is easiest thing, but getting the job is hardest thing. So that's what these are the two bipolar concepts that you need to understand. Doing the job, anybody can do it. It's a well proven concept, and well, I've proven that anybody can do it. But getting the job is not that easy. Okay, so for that you need to have some ground rules to be practiced. Okay, smart work, which is nothing but smart work is nothing but hard work plus smartness to become a smart work. So you required hard work but not fully hard work, and then the smart thing. So two things in mixture. So wherever you need to do hard work you should do it, and you cannot avoid that. But wherever it's required smartness, and you should apply some shortcuts to be made, and then get the industrial experts like me, and then you should follow up in one on one, and then you should get the things done the way you want it. Hope you understand intelligence. Now you are applying that is for business. It's a business intelligence. In Power BI is a Microsoft. Everybody knows Microsoft, right? Windows software is from Microsoft. Azure is from Microsoft. SQL Server is from Microsoft. Microsoft has very big business. Surface Pro laptops are from Microsoft. MS Office from Microsoft. You might have seen a lot of things from Microsoft. Microsoft is one of the toppest leader in the market. Okay, so and Microsoft lately realized that the reports are forever. Reports are forever. This is one more vibrant word. Reports are forever. What does it mean? The mean is whenever there is a business, there should be reports. Whenever there is a business, there should be reports. Okay, if the business, the Power BI technology or BI technology, whatever the technology that Microsoft is producing, that should be the first option for everyone to opt it with the great features. So that's where actually Microsoft has MSBI, but now then later late 2015 I guess they come up with Power BI. Okay, so I have certified an MSBI. I'm also certified in Power BI, and so I know how they work together and the basic difference between MSBI and Power BI. Now we need to understand both are from Microsoft. I'm not talking any other competitor outside the market, outside the Microsoft. Of course, there are a lot of competitors like Tableau, ClickView, okay, many other tools like Google Analytics, Looker, whatever it is. Okay, there could be there. We will discuss that in a while, like how they are in the competition and where Microsoft Power BI is and why we should learn all those things that we are coming to the point. But before that, what is the main difference between Power BI and MSBI, right? So MSBI is old technology. It's like 2G phone or maybe 3G phone. But Power BI is like a 10G phone, something like that. Of course, there's no 10G, but I'm just telling you that. So it's a generation gap. Okay, it's an advanced technology and powerful technology and cheaper tool, but most powerful tool in the market. It's simple to use and complex to use, and it serves for single person to enterprise companies. Okay, that's how this tool is developed, and it's being developing every month. They will keep on updates, new features, because he wants to. This tool wants to be in the market in the leader position. Who will tell that whether it's a leader position or whether it's going down and any other things? So you might have seen movies, right? So there is a movie critics. Somebody will come when the movie releases. Some critics will give you a trustful feedback, and lot of the people will watch, and then they will decide whether they want to watch or not. So similar way in the technology also we will have the same kind of critics called Gartner. Okay, who is this? They are software critics. They will test it in many point of views, and then they will give a report. Many of the businesses, they follow this Gartner, and they will understand their analysis, and then they will decide whether they want to be implemented the tool into their Power BI or not. So how this Gartner will actually talk about in the technology? Let's see. For Power BI, we will understand Gartner report for Power BI. Okay, so now you will understand if you go to the images. Now you see, if you just see this report, in 2023, Power BI is in the leader position. This is leader category, challenges category, and there are four more categories that you see here. Okay, so it's going to LinkedIn. Okay, so there are two more categories. First is leader category, challenges category, and niche players, something like that. But this is the toppest. This is the toppest place. You see Tableau bought by Salesforce. It is going down. It was in the leader position way back a long time, but now it is going down. In ClickView is also. I have migrated a project from ClickView to Power BI, and one of my friends also migrated from Tableau to Power BI. So that's how it is. So it is grabbing the market completely, and you can also see these four more quadrants. But these two quadrants are low quadrants, but this is the highest quadrant, and this is the leader position. So Microsoft is in the top. Okay, so that's for sure. This is one of the a way to understand. The other one is Google Trends. Google Trends. Here also you can understand how the trend is going on. You can open this and search for Power BI. Power BI. Microsoft Power BI software versus, let's say now you understand Tableau, right? So Tableau data visualization company, something like that. Now you see Microsoft is in the top. Almost they are doing the good business. Not only that, you can also compare with ClickView. Also, you can add a click. Now you see Click is not doing that business. It's going down. And now you can see where that Power BI is being used, where that you can also search entire world, so regions you can select, and that's where I think you can see that. Okay, past day, it is now you can go for past 5 years. Now it will tell you how the trend. So these kind of reports we are going to develop, of course, like this in Power BI. But this is how the trend is expected to be more here. And you see ClickView is almost going down. Tableau is okay, struggling in the market, but Power BI is going good. Okay, so being said that, we decided, okay, Gartner and Google Trend. Okay, any other critics that are there. So based on that, we decided Power BI is in the leader position. Okay, and when we understand between MSBI and Power BI, MSBI is an old technology. Of course, still the market is there for MSBI, but Power BI is the latest and cloud technology that we are going to explore today. Okay, now we understand Power BI, why we should learn. Okay, it is very good in the market. That's for sure. It's the latest technology. It will work with IoT, Internet of Things. It can work with data science. Okay, machine learning, and it can work with AI, artificial intelligence. Everybody knows 2024 has lot of words that you might have hearing in any each and every area is that the AI, artificial intelligence. So Power BI will open up the gate for you. Okay, data science. Okay, data science also, if you want to go inside that career, so you should start with Power BI. So these are the futuristic technologies. Okay, so all this you can learn from Power BI. So if you want to go to that side, you should have at least one visualization tool. Either it could be Power BI, or Tableau, or ClickView. But in the as we know market, Power BI is simple to use and everybody can do it. And we decided Power BI is the leader in the market. So if you want to go into any of these technologies, you should have a reporting tool. And the best reporting tool is Power BI. So when you learn Power BI, what you are going to get, you are opening the roads to go to into these technologies. Okay, in this course, I'm not going to teach, but I will show you IoT dashboard, how to create. And of course, I will tell you AI models, the ready-made models, how we can implement on Power BI data sets and that are built on machine learning. So, but very basic things I will touch upon, not too deeper into it because that they are altogether a different course and huge subtopics together altogether. So I'm not going to touch. But one thing you should realize that Power BI is a futuristic tool. Futuristic tool. Let's say in another 10 years, we are guaranteed that this technology never go down. That's how Microsoft is committed. How do I know? Because I've been seeing that Microsoft conferences from Satya Nadella every year they release one conference. They talk in the one of the conference saying that how the company growth and how what is their intent, where they are actually planning more business, all those stuff. So based on that, I'm just confidently talking. Okay, now let's go deeper into our difference between MSBI and Power BI. Okay, so how do I differentiate? So let me actually insert a table. Okay, let me actually make it little. Okay, so let me zoom it again. The features, we need to compare like a feature versus Power BI in MSBI. Okay, so when it comes to a feature called ETL, ETL is a technology. Okay, what is the concept of this technology? It's a concept basically, not exactly a technology, it's a concept oriented technology. Okay, E means extracting the data from different sources and transform the data the way it is expected to be the report and load them into a model, and from there the reporting will get triggered. Okay, so ETL is required for any reporting system. So ETL concepts can be learned from Power Query in Power Query editor. Here SSIS. Okay, and from modeling. So there is a concept called modeling, and here is SSAS and reporting. Okay, so here we have visualization. Okay, visualizations, and here you have SSRS. Okay, so these are the main differences that we have seen. Uh, the concepts wise, if you really understand MSBI is a combination of all these three along with SQL Server. If you buy SQL Server, these three things will be given for free. So that's how the business competition that is it is being done in the market. Okay, so the biggest competitor for Microsoft in terms of BI is called Oracle. Okay, but if you buy Oracle, they will not get anything free. But if you buy SQL Server, you will get all these things for free. That is different story. But now, why a company should change from MSBI to Power BI or from any other technology to Power BI? If that is a matter, right? So that's what we need to understand, because having good technology is not a matter, right? How you shift them into the other technologies is very matter. That's very the matter. Okay, so MSBI, let's say if you want to run a project on MSBI, at least we required 5 to 15 people just to run on MSBI SSIS technology. I worked extensively on SSIS. I know the complexity, I know end-to-end ETL concepts. I'm certified in this. So it required at least 5 to 15 people. Okay, and for SSIS, at least 3 to 5 people. And SSRS, again, 1 to 3 people is required. So if you take the average, let's say 9 people at least you require. These 9 peoples can be replaced here, 1, 2, 3, or something, maximum one or two people. That's enough. So this 9 people salary, you can take an average and you can give it to Power BI developer. That is one way. And other way is, if you take the costly of the software to be maintained, is cheaper here. It is just $9.99 per user per month. That is the starting price of Power BI. Very cheap in the market. Cheaper than Tabler. Cheaper than ClickView. Okay, so that's how the market they are defined, and easy to migrate. So that is one of the most important, called easy to migrate. Easy to migrate. So that's where the real business actually having that. Okay, so these are the things that keep in mind. Power BI developers getting huge salary in the market. Why? The reason is this: the beyond the scenes. I'm taking the least number, so 9 people salary divided to 2 people. Let's say market salary strategy is like, let's say you have a 10 years into 2. 10 years experience should get 20 lakhs package into 2. But here you can say into 3, into 4, into 5. How? Based on the guts that you have. Guys, go on mute if you're not speaking, Bhargavi. Okay. So if you have a guts, then I mean, people think that no, I'm ready for to do a low salary. At least I need a job. That represent your low confidence. Okay, and there is no job like, if you do less, I will give a job for you. It is not like that. They required a confident people. They required, like, I mean, that's it. Only confidence matter. If you have a confidence, your job is 50% nearer to you what you expect. If you don't know the subject, if you have a good confidence, it's easy to get the job. Confidence matters, and it shouldn't be overconfidence. Okay, confidence. Okay, so confidence is very different from overconfidence. Okay, so try to build your confidence. Of course, confidence will come from the subject. That's first thing, and second thing is, um, we should know some techniques, industry, market. So you cannot sell the gold in the fruit markets. You cannot sell the gold in vegetable market. You should sell the gold in gold market. Then only you will get validated properly. Okay, so you should know that. How do you know that? With experts, like, guidance from me, like that. So okay, so you need to get in touch, and I will tell you some guidance, tips and tricks, some YouTube channels. I will tell you how to follow and how to get into that. Okay, so in this example, we realized how Power BI developer is more demand in the market. Why they should get higher salaries in the market. Just a basic example that I've taken, but if you take higher end, that's how they're ready to invest in Power BI developer, just because of the reason. Okay, now we realize the salaries, we realize the differences, we realize the differences, different concepts, different features in Power BI, and okay, everything is good. We are clear to understand that okay, I'm ready to learn the subject, but how should I learn? Okay, so the process, as I told you, it is completely online, morning 7 to 8. Okay, and after 8 to 8:30 you have a doubt sessions, one-on-one session. Okay, you should install AnyDesk software. Okay, AnyDesk is to take the control of your laptop, and if you have any doubts or if you block, even you are going to the recording, if you get blocked, then there I'm going to enter into your laptop, and then I can see what you have done and where you need to fix, and all those things we can discuss. See, collaboration is one of the powerful technique and technology everybody should do. What is collaboration? If you see this in the synonyms, you see partnership, cooperation, alliance, relationship, teamwork. Okay, so this is one of the most important point. So you should have a team. Okay, and you work with anywhere in the world with any person who sits besides you. That's where the technologies matter. Where, why, how we are collaborating together right now using Skype is a technology. So technology will give us a lot of doors to be open. Okay, so that's where the Skype, why I should not choose Google Meet, why should not I choose that Zoom or something, because Skype, you know Skype become Teams. Okay, Teams is another tool that you see here, this one. So this will be used in the 90% of companies, 90% of the market with MS Office, and Teams is one of them. So Teams also from Microsoft, Skype is also from Microsoft, MS Office also from Microsoft, you know very well. So if you know how to use Skype, you know how to use Teams. Teams has some higher features, that's it. I mean, similar concepts, but Skype become Teams. Skype becomes Skype for business. Skype for business become Teams. So that's how it has been migrated. Okay, so that's where I've been using it. Why? Because you should connect to the market easily. I know some little features which is actually hampering in Skype, but we should compromise for them. So collaboration, you should know how to ask a doubt from anywhere in the market, anywhere in the corner of the world, and you should work with me or with your friends or whoever is. You know, it is to the specific. If you come here and asking a doubt in a new place, understanding the things, getting accustomed, and you forget what to ask. You are sitting there and you are practicing there, you struck there and just put a call and set a time, and maybe the right time to ask is 8 to 8:30. If anything, that you can send the screenshot, and from there you can want to what to do the next step. So then if it is possible, I can clarify whenever you ping me, whenever I get some time. But the actual dedicated time is 8 to 8:30. 8 to 8:30 for doubt section. Doubts. Okay, or one-on-one or career counseling. Okay, what is this? Okay, so that's how I'm planning. Okay, and if you have any doubts, feel free to ask me at the end. Note down, you should have a pen and paper ready side by, and of course you are getting the recording. That means not you should not note down anything. Okay, because your five elements should work on this. Then only you will get as much as possible. So that's where I highly recommend note down the points, note down the doubts, and collaborate with me in the Skype after the session, one on one. So that's where you will get more. That's for sure. Follow the game rules. So session will start from 7 a.m. and end by 8:10, something like that. Okay, 8 a.m. 1 hour session, and will be given assignments, and will give you recording, and will give you the, I mean, notes, lot of notes out there. Okay, and will give you will guide you in the resume preparation. Will give you one more called license, Power BI license, software license. Okay, Power BI license for 2 months to practice. I will give you 2 months to practice. You should not miss the opportunity. I've seen many people, okay, I know this person very well, I can do it later. So that's how they prolong and they will not get interest back again. So if you really committed, learn this. Okay. So, okay, because I committed, I'm starting it, I do it, I should do it. I know sometimes I will give you a lot of assignments that may not be possible. That's where I will also give you next month for free. Okay, should join, let's say if you join from February, join February, you can also join again in the March, and that time you should cover all the assignments, should not miss it. That's how I've been teaching, that's how people are getting success. You should also follow the same. And the current situation in the market is not good, not healthy. Okay, we are, going towards to recession. Okay, that's what market experts are actually talking about that, and we hope for the best. We never know. They all are guesses. Okay, it's like a share market. Who knows when that goes up, when that goes down. But we should be optimistic. We should not be in the negative thoughts. Negative thoughts will be given negative results. Negative results will give you a bad luck. But if you are, moreover, if I ask you, if I say you, you should not even actually think about the market, because you need only one job. You're not, going to get projects, or you're not going to get business. You are going to get one job. You know, at any point of time, anybody can shift from one technology, one company to another company. There could be one gap, one requirement, and you might be the person to be the right choice for them. So regardless of the market, regardless of the decision, okay, you put your efforts 100%. We have seen many miracles throughout this 3 years of my training. People are getting jobs like anything. Whoever is might be learning the course from last 6 months, they might not get the job, but whoever joined in the current month, they might be getting the job in the next month. So nobody is competition here. So people think that, okay, how many people are really getting the job? So this kind of analysis they do. But in this case, that is not the truth. That is not the right analysis. Many factors will be there. Luck is also one of the factor. One of the factor, but that is not only the factor, I'm telling you. Because I've seen that. That's where I'm confident enough to talk about that. Of course, you should do hard work, you should do smart work, you should do many things, but apart from that, it is also should be there. So, which is not in our control, we should not talk about that, but whatever is now in our control, you should be focused on that. Okay, now being said that, and what are the concepts that I'm going to learn in this Power BI? Along with, of course, these are all the course. Along with course, you are going to additional benefits. But what is actually the course in Power BI? What I'm going to talk, right? So Power BI, as I talked about these three features like ETL, modeling, and reporting. Along with that, Power BI service, we are going to discuss extensively as a Power BI admin role. Okay, as I told you here, these guys can be replaced by one or two people. What that one or two people? One developer, one admin. That's it. So that's more than enough. So admin side concepts also I'm going to teach you. You will not get these concepts anywhere in the market. I'm sure for it. Because they will not give you any license. They will show you how things will be done in the license side, service side. But I will give you a license, okay? And there you can do like anything. You can do more than in your real time. So in the real time, you will be restricted with no specific access. If you are a developer, you will only get the contributor role. But here you will get admin role, you can get member role, you can get viewer role, you can delete, create, everything you can do. I don't bother anything because it is given you to explore more. Okay, and if you really more trust and you want to learn more, I'm happy to give you another account also. But I should see your enthusiasm, your practice, your efforts. So based on that, I will decide whether should I give it to you or not. Again for free. Once you pay the fee, I never ask you extra money, extra penny. That's for sure. That's how I committed. Even a single person in the class, I'm ready to teach you. It's not about the number of people. It's about the commitment that I made. Even one person get the job, I'm happy. That's all my commitment. Okay. So along with Power BI, we are also talking about SQL Server. Because Power BI with SQL Server is one of the powerful combination. Power BI can work with 99 plus sources. Out of that, SQL Server is one of the source. And Power BI, SQL Server, both are from Microsoft. SQL Server has huge market. So Power BI is grabbing the market. So that's where you get, SQL Server with Power BI is a huge market. So we are going to talk about that. Of course, SQL Server itself is a huge technology, but in terms of Power BI, what is SQL Server and how we are going to work with Power BI along with SQL Server, I'm going to, explain you in a detailed session. Okay, and along with that, I'm also going to talk about SSAS tabular model. Okay, why? I will tell you. So the Power BI with SSAS tabular model is one of the most powerful thing in the market. Highest package can be given when you have a Power BI with SSAS tabular model combination. Okay, along with I will also talk about SSRS. And you see, when you say SSAS, SSRS, only SSIS is missing in MSBI. And if MSBI is old technology, then why we are teaching that? Why we are into that? I will also tell you the reasons. But when a resume prepared by you and any other person in the market, your resume should be more genuine, more aligned to the market, more aligned to the job. Then only your resume will be on the top and most chances to get the job. So that's how this course is built. It is not one day construction. It is, I put a lot of efforts to construct this course, and you will not get this kind of subject anywhere in the market, that's for sure. Because they will, if you go anywhere in the Amirpet or somewhere, they will only talk about Power BI. By any chance, they will also talk about SQL Server. By any chance, they will also talk about service, but they will not talk about tabular model. They will not talk about SSRS. So moreover, I'm very sure that they will not even talk about Power BI service. Most of them. But by any chance, if they talk, they can go up to that extent. But why we are giving extra? Because market required extra. Why it is tough to get the job? Because market always expects the bigger talent. That's where we are actually making your resume so powerful that you should attract more jobs and more calls and more interviews, and finally you will get one interview through. So that's the process of getting the job. There's no shortcut, there's no company direct dealings and no talking to HR, asking recommendations. That things will not be here. So it should be make sure. Okay, but there is a way to help you in the interview process. Okay, you should get the calls, then only my help will be there. Okay, to get the even calls also, I cannot even talk to any HRs and give a call to my person, something like that, nothing like that. Okay, we should follow the market. Okay, if the market is good, then you will get the more calls. And once you get the calls, every time you are getting a short list, and you are going in a first round, second round, and then you are not even getting the through, and then I'm ready to help you there. I will tell you the secret later, but there's a secret. Nothing to be discussed with the other person. Okay, don't think in that way. Okay, this person might have a good market. Maybe he knows a lot of HRs because he's been working in the 18 years in the market. So he might know. That is the wrong concept, wrong perception. Please break that down. I've seen many people. Can you put in a job, a small job? No, I don't have any other jobs. Okay, but if you really trust, if you really understand what I'm talking for the last 40 minutes, that's how the process you should get the job. Now, okay, so you understand what are the additional things that I'm going to get, what is the core concept that I'm going to get in, and then we understand the importance of Power BI, we understand the different features in Power BI, we understand the comparison, we understand the market, we understand the process, how to learn and all. So today I'm going to show you a smart demo in another 10 minutes, how a Power BI report should work and how to download the software. Okay, how to install the software. Okay, and how you can use that to create a sample report. Okay, so then you understand the end-to-end features of Power BI, right? So let me quickly show you what is Power BI and how you can download it. Go to Google or maybe any browser. You can search for Power BI download. Okay, Power BI desktop download. Okay, you will search for it and you see the first one, microsoft.com/downloads details. So it should be microsoft.com. Okay, you can just click on this and you see directly, you can see the download option. You click on download option and now you can see this one. You can choose. Why I'm choosing the 64-bit? It's a 64-bit and normal one. So you should know your computer. Okay, you can go to your computer and see this PC. Okay, and you can click on properties and here you see your system type. Okay, system type is 64-bit operating system. Okay, so this is where you should understand that you require 64-bit operating. Suppose I really don't know what is my system type is, you can choose the first option. Okay, you can choose this first option. There it will be a validation. It will, based on your system, it will validate. But ideally this built for 32-bit, this built for 62-bit, 64-bit. Okay, now what else you should know? What is your RAM? 16 GB RAM. What is your processor? What is the generation of that processor? This is 9th generation i7 processor. The speed of that processor is 2.6 gigahertz to 2.59 gigahertz. The vibration, hertz means vibration. Okay, that's how the speed will work. And this is the pipe size. Okay, 64-bit means the pipe size. 32-bit is a smaller pipe. 64-bit is a double pipe. Okay, so that's how you understand your system. And this has Windows 11 Pro licensed version. Okay, I have a licensed copy. But some people will also have a pirated softwares, but we are not talking about that. But mine is Windows 11 Pro, which is license based i7 processor, and you should have at least a good computer to work with Power BI. Okay, so now you what kind of tool is required? At least you require 8 GB RAM. 8 GB RAM is fine, and i5 and above processor with at least 7th generation and above. Okay, and Windows 10 should be mandatory. Windows 10 or 11. Okay, you cannot go Windows 8 or something like that. Windows 7, Windows XP, all those things will not work. Okay, so these are the prerequisites, and you can click download. Okay, so I am just downloading this. You see here the download is started. It will not take more than a minute because just 479 MB small software. Okay, that but once you do the exe, okay, I might have told it, but Microsoft is actually talking about that what you really require, system requirements. It is talking about, you see, Windows Explorer 10 and above, and it is also giving for Windows 10 and Windows 8.1 all these things, but Windows 10 and Windows 11. Only these two things are recommendable from my side. Okay, so and even it's not talking anything about the RAM or anything, but the RAM should be at least 8 GB because we are going to also work with SQL Server. SQL Server installation will be done and it will occupy some RAM. So that's where even Microsoft is talking about 4 GB RAM, but no, 4 GB is not suggestible. 8 GB for SQL Server and Power BI. So I will tell you, and you might be seeing that experience if you have a lesser laptop. But if you have anything, sort of buying the things, you can ask me in one-on-one session. I will definitely suggest you what to buy and how to buy and all those stuff. Okay. Now the download has been done. It's almost done. So what? Let's wait for a second. Yeah. Now once it is downloaded, you see this kind of folder symbol. Then you click on open. Now here it will be shown. You can just double click on it and it will open up. Okay. So let's wait for the download software. Okay, it's opening. It will open in a while. You should not click multiple times. Okay, so multiple times it will open up and your system will get hang. Okay, now you see, I am sure that it will open up in a while. So now it's open. Now you should choose the language English and select click next. If you are really interested, you can do it parallelly also. It's not a big deal, and of course it's in the recording, so you can just follow the same steps to install the software. It's easy to install any Microsoft tool. Okay, so now you see it's checking and you will get this kind of, next button should be enabled. Until unless you need to wait for that. So it's computing the space requirements, how much RAM it is there, how much ROM it is there, everything it will be validated. And once it is get the required information, this next button will get enabled. So until then you should wait. So you should not get confused, okay, why my next button is not coming. So no tense, no hurry, because even if you give it an error, then you decide, okay, something is wrong with the computer or something wrong with the installation. But unless they shown any error, you should wait for it. Okay, I don't know, it's taking more than usual time. Okay, come on. Okay, migrating features from related applications. Okay, something is actually, now you see. Next, here you should click on this box, otherwise next will not come. If you remove this, none, next will not. So what you are accepting, you are accepting the license of Microsoft Power BI. What you should do, what you should not do. Okay, with that, but by default you can do that and just simply click next. And if you want any shortcut here in this desktop, you can just select this, but I don't like, I want a clean desktop, so I'll just click install. That's it. That's how the simple it is. Okay, we are almost reached the end. So simply it will open the Power BI desktop once it is installed. So moreover, it is free. Power BI desktop is free, but Power BI service is licensed. So from Power BI service, the Microsoft is generating the money. Why this is free? Because it's a developer tool. Because it is free, if you learn any Power BI technology from any other institute, they will only talk about this. But we will talk about both of them. So that is a double benefit, but we have more than that, not double, triple, 10 times extra that I'm giving for free. Why? My intent is not to just have money, but my intention is to you to be settled in the career, you should get the job. That's my ultimate goal of this course. Just not the money, just not the I'm not doing an advertisement. Everybody should come from referrals. Okay, I don't do any marketing. All those I still even I know how to do marketing, but I don't want to do that. Okay, so that's what it is. And before this installs, so what kind of data I'm going to get into a Power BI? So I'm going to go for IMF, International Monetary Fund. Okay, it's one of the WHO subsidiary, World Health Organization, right? So here from World Economic Outlook database of International Monetary Fund, IMF, there is the data. So that data I'm going to get into Power BI. So I'm going to select all countries GDP. Okay, so let's say all countries, and you can continue. If you don't want any country, you can remove that, but let's have all countries. And now you see there are many data sets. You choose one of them. Okay, and let's continue. Now you see here from futuristic data, also estimate data is also available for 2028. So you can take let's say 2022 to let's say 2025. Okay, something like this. I want to reduce the data size to have a speed of creating report. Now you see prepare report. So this is not a Power BI report. Now this is a IMF report which is giving in the website. Now this report versus Power BI report. Now you will understand the difference between any other report versus the advanced report. So this is also they are saying it's a report, but in my Power BI point of view, this is not at all a report. It's a data that I can say. But how Power BI reports are very effective, very efficiency, now you are going to see. Now I'm going to use this web URL, and let's say I think it is done. So it's finished, and let me launch that. Now tool is going to open up. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this data into Power BI, and my IMF saying this is a report, but this is not the report. The modern report looks in a different way with different features. So now you should appreciate how Power BI is very powerful, very how easy customer can understand that. Okay, so you click on that, you click on this get data. So it can work with all these sources, 99 plus sources it will work, 99 plus. It could be 100, 200, 300. But Microsoft is saying 99 plus, so I'm also talking about 99 plus. Now here you see one of the files, databases, they're all categories. But if you see in the all, you see one of the concept called web, because you can get from web also. Okay, this is the website, right? So from here, control X means cut and put that URL here, and click OK. So beyond the scenes, the web scraping, the metal scraping, similar way web scraping will be done by Power BI, and it will extract the real data here. You see, it is doing this web view here in this web page, and that extracted the real real data is here in the table 1, table 2, and HTML code, all these things. Okay, when you do scraping in the machine, it will just extract what is the real matter out of it, right? So now Power BI is extracted that there are 2 tables and some HTML code and some text. So we want the data. So if you take table 1, table 2, both are same. Okay, if you want to take both tables like this, but one table is enough for us to understand, because both of them are same data. You can test it, you can validate it. If I miss anything, you can also test with the 2 tables. That's I'm not stopping you. But let's take one table and let's click on transformation. Why should I click on transform? Because the headers are not proper, some unnecessary text columns are coming. So I want to transform the data. So when you click on transform the data, the tool inside the tool, the Power Query will open up. You see this is not Power BI desktop. You see the Power Query editor, ETL tool that I told you. When you click on transform data, the tool inside the tool, the Power Query will open up automatically. When you click on transform data, when you click on transform the data, the tool inside the tool, the Power Query will open up. Okay, so now here this is the header, because country names and then the GDP, all those things, here's the data and then GDP. So this is the main information. Now this is the data, this is a header, so there's an option called use first row as a header. Okay, we have a country name, and this, you see, this rule, this is not required for my reporting. So just I'm selecting these two with shift or control, whatever it is, and then remove them. Even I don't want this notes, just remove them. Now you see country and years and GDP. Okay, now you see Afghanistan do not have a GDP data in the IMF database. So let's see, you have a blanks, and you have a NA also. Okay, see something like this, click OK. Now you see Afghanistan, Lebanon, Syria, Venezuela, they do not have data. Okay, so if you want these countries still but they don't have data, so you want to show in the report, you can replace with zeros, because NA is a text but remaining all are numbers. So if you want these countries, you can replace these values with 0. If you don't want these countries, simply remove this NA value so that they all these 4 countries will go away. So it depends on the business. When the business wants to see all the countries, and we can replace this NA with 0. Okay, so let's say I don't want NA. Let's take here also, here we don't have NA. So here only we have NA, and we don't want this blank Syria information, and we don't want this NA, which we don't really want. If they really want all the countries, then there is another mechanism. We will see deeper into the concepts later sessions. But for now, we don't have much time, so I simply convert this, because they are the numbers, they are the decimal values of GDP. So what you do, you can go and detect the data type. So now you see decimals, these data types. 90% of problems will come from this in Power Query. Okay, decimal values, fixed decimals, whole number, percentage, we will talk about them extensively. Now you see still you are getting error. So what is the error? You can go here, there is an option called keep errors. Now it will talk about this. Ukraine has some NA still. Okay, so let's go back here. Okay, here in this you can filter for Ukraine. So select everything and go to U for Ukraine. So you can remove that, and now you can come back here. Now that issue will go away. Now you see no more errors. It's clean data. So how to find out the error record is very, very important, and how to work with the error, whether you should delete it or whether you should work in some other way. So we'll talk that in detail, in depth later. But for now, we have a country, we have a years, and we have a GDP. Now I am going to show you one of the other concept called unpivot data. Don't worry, all these things how I am doing, we will go in detail and in depth in the later sessions. But this is what you do in day-to-day Power BI development. So this is called year. Okay, we will talk about all these unpivot concepts, in detail, in depth in the next further sessions. But this is country, this is the year, this is the GDP value. Of course, now 190 countries become 764, because each country will have 5 records or four records. 199 to 4, something like that. Okay, this is the table name that you can give GDP data, something like that. Okay, when I rename here, it is automatically renamed. We will talk about all these concepts, the powerful concepts of these applied steps. Let's close and apply and close. Now here I will build the report. Of course, the next step should go to modeling, but in the modeling we have only single table. So when you have a more than one table, then the modeling is one of the most important concepts. You should do it here. As it is a single table, okay, even if you go there, you will see a single table. There is nothing to do it here if it is a single table. Okay, if you have more than single table, then there's a challenge. Now you see here, if you bring this country column here, the country is automatically detected. Okay, so you can go to a map also. You see, okay, all countries GDPs are highlighted with bubble. Okay, here you can see bubble size with GDP value. Now you see GDP as very good for these countries. What is this country? You can zoom it. Iran has very good GDP, and Vietnam has very good. Indonesia has very good GDP. Okay, and next Japan has very good. China, India. So you can see Ukraine. Not is Ukraine, Uzbekistan. Okay, so that's how you can easily understand. Of course, you can have a year-wise analysis. Okay, you can see in 2025 who is going to be the top leader or something like that, and you see not only this, you can also have again country to the slicer, and you can select, let's say, Armenia. Where is Armenia? Armenia is here. Okay, Armenia versus Aruba. So where is Aruba? Aruba is here, and you see how beautifully you can analyze the data. Even I did not create a professional report, but when compared to this report, there is that report, this report versus this report. You see how beautiful it is, how powerful it is to understand the data. Now, let me actually make it a little closer, and you can also have, let's say, country-wise GDP. Okay, so now you see all countries' GDP, and you can also see top 10 countries, because you see there is no comparison between these top countries versus the small countries. Okay, so you can also take, let's say I want only top 5 or top 10 countries. You can go to this filter from top in filter. So top, let's say 5. By when you say top, by what marks? So GDP is the mark. Now you see only top 5 countries, only 5. There's no scroll bar even if go. Okay, so these are the top 5 countries. These are the countries. Now if you click on it, that country will be highlighted. Okay, if you click on this, the other country will be highlighted. If you click on this, the other country will be highlighted. So easy to visualize, easy to work with, and you can also see all of them in the table. Want to see the numbers? You can have a table also, and you can put year-wise GDP also. You can have it, and you can also simply have country. We can create a powerful visualizations, but I'm just giving a very basic things. But here is it that the same way you can understand where is Andorra and what is the GDP. So all those things. Now if you click Vietnam, you see all Vietnam's 4 years of GDP, and Vietnam versus Korea. You can see Vietnam and Korea's data comparison. Okay, of course we can do a lot of features. I've just given very basic feature of report, very basic feature of report. I don't want you to go into a visualization concepts at this point of time, but you might be really appreciated that how easy to analyze the data versus here versus here. They are saying this is also a report, but what is this report then? This is advanced report. This is futuristic report. This is powerful report and easy to use it, easy to analyze. When you do lot of effort saving here, you can quickly do the decision. So a report should tell the story to make a decision quickly. This is the underlying concept. A report should tell the story. So somebody tell the stories. So when somebody tell the stories, you will definitely realize, okay, wow, this is very powerful story, and we should change something. When you watch the movie, some of the most inspirational movies will, give us at least for a few moments, our brain will be into a different wavelength. We will try to change a little bit. Similar way, here also a report should tell the story to make a decision quickly. Okay, India's is not in the top in the GDP, so something like that. If you realize, then how you can make to have into a top 5. Of course, this is old data, but I'm just telling you. Now India is in the top 3, top 5. 5 trillion GDP. Okay, so that's all for the day, and tomorrow we are going to talk about in detail sessions in Power Query, and we'll talk about them, and then we see different concepts in Power Query, and then we'll come to modeling, visualization, service, SQL Server, other additional features, interview point of view concepts, everything in detail, in depth will be talked. Okay, stay tuned. Join tomorrow. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me after this in one-on-one or maybe in the group, whatever the way you think, we can discuss. That's all for the day, and all the best. Good luck for your future. And if you're really interested, please connect with me, and for further details, if you need anything else, any doubts, I'm ready to help you out here. Thank you. After this, actually we will publish this into service. Okay, so I'm going to save this, but this is, I'm going to, let's say, first save into a I'm going to create a folder in February. So let's talk about folder creation in Power BI. So we should create a new folder called Feb 2024. So every batch will have a folder, so I'm not deleting all other batches. Now here you see, choose um, more options. Here browse this device. Here you can give Web 2024. You see, more than 3 years I've been teaching and not deleted the old ones, but that's okay. Here you can give GDP report. GDP report. Save it. I am not going to I'm going to publish it to Power service. That I will tell you tomorrow. Okay, so not today, but I will tell you tomorrow. That's all. Thank you.